guys, my name is Emily Moore. I am the Director of Children's and Youth Ministry at Beech Grove United Methodist Church. And today I'm giving the youth lesson, and our lesson today is on friendship. So let's go right on in, right? So have you guys ever let a friend of yours down? Excuse me. Humans are certainly not perfect. If it hasn't happened already, inevitably somebody who is close to you will do something that hurts you. As an example of someone that I have hurt, not when someone has hurt me, is when I was in middle school. I had a friend that allowed me to use a notebook of hers because I had missed a day of school to catch up on an assignment. And our teacher did these things called notebook checks. And it's where we did all of our work from homework to just worksheets that we did at school. If we happened to do worksheets where we just took our notes. Literally, this notebook was your like saving grace. And my friend had let me borrow hers, knowing that there was a notebook check the next day, to allow me to at least copy down the assignment and the notes that I had missed, and the homework that I had missed for that week. And it lets us to do our work at whatever pace works for us. And what happened is that when I took it home to copy down those assignments that I had to still do, I forgot to bring it back to school on the day we had this notebook check. And I really let my friend down that day. She had counted on me to bring back her work that she could have shown that she did, and I messed up. And I felt really bad that I had done that to one of my great, amazing friends. And when it came time for her to turn in her notebook, she didn't have a notebook to turn in. And when that happened, I told the teacher, hey, I have my notebook. I said, she let me borrow her notebook for the assignment that I missed a week ago. And I said, and I forgot to bring it back. And the teacher asked me, well then, who should get the bad grade? You? Because you forgot her notebook at your house, that was something that was your responsibility? Or her for giving her a notebook and trusting you so much and having that? And I told the teacher that I should take the 0. And so I did try to make it as right as I could. I later found out that my teacher did me right and still gave me the 100 as well as my friend, since I was honest about it. Me and my friend, we haven't talked much since then. Some of it has to do with the school distance, but she would never let me borrow anything of hers that was of any importance, because she had lost that trust in me. So have any of your actions ever driven you and a friend apart? My actions kind of did. Even though it was such a minor thing, it was a huge deal at the time because it was part of our grade at the time. Like I said, she never really did trust me again. What are some common things that we do when a friend hurts us? Sometimes we get really angry or really upset. And some people, depending on what it is that you do, something big or not, they can even start throwing things and breaking objects, or hopefully it's never happened, but hitting people and hitting things. They get so angry about it. But there are some better ways to respond. So we have two verses that we're going to read today. Proverbs 17, verse 9, and Colossians chapter 3, verse 13, both from the New Living Translation. So let's read them. Proverbs 17:9 says, "Love prospers when fault is given, but dwelling on it separates close friends." Colossians chapter 3, verse 13 says, "Make allowances for each other's faults. Forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others." These verses give us key pointers on how to make friendships last. As I said earlier, friends will make mistakes. They have faults, just as you do. How you react determines the future and the strength of that friendship. And in Proverbs, we see that forgiveness is essential. It really is. But notice what it says will drive a wedge between you and dwelling on the fault. Often when someone hurts me, I have a hard time of thinking of anything else. It sticks in my brain whether I wanted there or not. And this, more than anything, has the potential to completely destroy a friendship. True forgiveness means moving past the hurt and giving your friend a clean slate to an extent. Colossians reminds us that we too have to have been forgiven. Think about it. Have you ever hurt a friend like I did, or worse, or not as bad? Have you ever done something that you might have regretted? Jesus forgave that. He forgave you. And in turn, we are required to do the same. Everyone has faults. Everyone makes mistakes. And the key to a healthy friendship is true forgiveness, the kind that Jesus has shown you. So I got some discussion questions for you guys. Talk with a trusted adult, a parent. You can text me or call me, and I can go and I can talk them through with you. Talk to a friend. Just talk about these questions and your answers to them. First is, and I will pause between each question. Do you think it's easier or harder for you to forgive a friend who hurts you badly as opposed to someone who is not your friend? Why or why not? What do you think it means to make allowances for your friend's faults? How do we learn to let go of hurt? What do you think true forgiveness really looks like? So I got an activity for you guys this week as well. Talk to a friend and ask them, can I pray for something? Do you mind if I pray for you? Is there something going on in your life that you need prayer for? Or go to someone who you've done wrong, you've done wrong, and tell them that you love them and that you forgive them. A friend, preferably. As a matter of fact, you can pray for something for your friend as they can do for you. Kind of exchange prayers. Tell your friend that, hey, I need help with this. Can you help pray for me for it? And you can do vice versa. Next week, we will be talking about Earth Day. Earth Day happens to be April 22nd, for those of you who don't know. If you guys could read up about next week, it's going to be on Genesis chapter 1, the entire chapter 1 of Genesis. It's the very first book of the Bible. Not hard to find. So if you guys could read, that'd be great. And I will talk with you next week. Bye.